we're going to do a stretching class, a 10-minute stretching class. In my Pilates exercise videos, I deliberately haven't included any stretches at the end, just so I can keep the videos nice and short and compact. So my plan is to make a series of stretching videos that you can tag on to the end of the exercise videos. You can do just one of the stretching videos, or you can do a couple, or you could actually do them together as a set if you just felt like doing some stretching and breathing exercises. So today's stretching is going to focus on the hip flexors, the bum, the side waist and the spine. So let's get started. We'll come around into an all fours position. So the hands will be directly under the shoulders, the knees directly under the hips, with the knees about hip distance apart. And we're just going to do a nice cat stretch for the spine. So we're going to drop the head down between the shoulders and arch the spine up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to take a few deep breaths in this position, deep into the lungs. And then we'll reverse that. So we'll drop the spine down. We'll lift the head to look forward and then slightly up towards the ceiling. And you should feel a nice stretch, the full length of the spine. And again, we'll take a few deep breaths. We'll do that one more time. So let's drop the head down between the arms, look down through the neck and arch the back up towards the ceiling. And we'll take a few deep breaths. And then we'll reverse. Drop the spine, lift the head to look forward and slightly up towards the ceiling. And then let's take a few deep breaths. Really fill the lungs. Let's bring the spine back to a neutral position and we'll come up to kneeling. For the next stretch, we're going to bring the right leg forward a little bit beyond straight. We're going to put the hands on the right knee and drop forward into a lunge, keeping the upper body upright. Looking forward, breathing deep into the lungs. Then to deepen into that stretch, we're going to take the left hand, put it down on the mat and bring the right hand down beside it and allow the knee to drop even further forward so that your hips come even closer down towards the mat. You should be really feeling that in the tops of the leg. So take a few deep breaths. To come safely out of that, we'll put the right hand back up onto the right knee and come back up. Then we're going to change legs over to the left leg. So again, a little bit more than straight. Both hands are resting on the left knee and let's drop the hips down, keeping the upper body upright. And then to deepen into that stretch, we put the right hand and then the left hand down to the mat and allow the knee to go even further towards the wall in front and the hips to drop closer down to the mat. Keep nice and relaxed through the shoulders. Then to come safely out of the stretch, we put the left hand on the left knee and lift up. So now we're going to come down to the mat again. We'll come down onto all fours, drop the hips to the mat and spin around. We'll just hold the back of the legs and slowly, gently lower the upper body down to the mat. So find a nice comfortable position with your feet flat on the mat and we're going to bring both arms out to the side. We're going to lift the right leg and cross it over the left leg. Then we're going to drop the right knee towards the floor on the left side. And we're going to look towards the hand on the right side to feel a stretch the whole way through the right side of the body and up the right arm. And we'll take a few nice breaths. I'm noticing that I'm closing my eyes for some of these. If you feel relaxed enough to close your eyes, by all means do so. Then we'll bring the legs back to center, the head back to center. We'll uncross the legs. We'll bring the left leg over the right leg. Drop the left knee down towards the mat on the right side and look towards your left hand. You might find that your foot doesn't go as close to the floor on one side. Most of us have different stretchabilities on each side of our body. So just go with your own natural flexibility. And then we'll bring the legs back to center. Uncross the legs and place your legs about hip distance apart. This time we're going to drop both legs together down to the left side. We're going to lift the left foot, put it on the right knee, and use the weight of the leg to bring that right knee closer to the ground. And we'll just take a few nice deep breaths. Fill the lungs and then empty the lungs. Let's uncross the feet. Bring the knees back to the ceiling. We'll drop to the right side. Bring the right foot up onto the left knee and just allow the foot to bring the left knee closer to the mat. Let's uncross the feet and bring the knees back towards the ceiling. Let's grab the back of one leg and come up to a seated position. So I'm just going to move myself into the center of my mat a little bit. You want to be sitting with your legs about hip distance apart, your feet flat on the mat, and your legs at about a 90-degree angle. We're going to lean back slightly, and we're going to place the hands just outside the mat, fingers facing away from you, about the level of your shoulders. We're going to lift the bum off the mat. We're going to lift the right leg, put the foot on the left knee, and then drop the bum back to the mat. You should be feeling a nice stretch into the bum. Make sure the shoulders aren't coming up to the ears. If the stretch is too tight for you, you can come up, bring the feet down, bring them a little further out, or if it's not enough of a stretch, you can bring the feet a little bit closer in. So whatever works best for you. We'll take 2 nice breaths. Then we'll lift the bum, bring the right foot to the ground. We'll lift the left foot and bring the bum down. For me, I can definitely feel a difference in the left and right side of my body with this exercise. My left side is much tighter. And we'll lift the bum, bring the foot down to the ground and the bum back to the ground. And we're just going to spin around to the front and come into a cross-legged position. My legs are quite tight in this position, so I like to take a moment just to relax in this position before I do any more exercises. So just rest the hands on the knees and we'll take a few deep breaths. Don't feel that your legs have to be the same way as mine, just whatever way is comfortable for you. Then we're going to lift the right hand, put it on the mat beside us. We'll put the left hand on the right knee. Then we're going to put the right hand behind us and we're going to pull into the right knee and push the right hand down into the floor to get a really good stretch through the spine. We'll look over the right shoulder to get a stretch right up into the neck. Let's untwist slightly. Bring the right hand to the side. We'll bring the left hand to the other side. The right hand to the left knee. Left hand behind. And let's pull into that left knee and push into the ground to twist as far as you can and look over the left shoulder. Then untwist and we'll come back into our forward facing position. We'll do one more stretch for the back. So if you just rest both hands down onto the floor in front of you, and we're just going to walk the hands forward, just little by little. I'm quite tight in my hip flexors, so I can't go too far forward, but you can go as far forward as you can. Let's drop the head down towards the arms, and we'll take a few deep breaths. Let's lift the head and walk the hands back. We'll do one more of those. So let's walk the hands forward and drop the head towards the arms. And a few deep breaths. And we'll slowly walk the hands back. Let's rest the hands on the knees and we'll do some stretches for the neck and the head. So let's look towards the right side and then back to center and towards the left side and back to center. Let's drop the chin into the chest, get a nice stretch down the back of the neck and back to center. And then let's look up towards the ceiling and let the mouth hang open. And then back to center. Let's drop the head to the side. And back to center. And then drop the head to the left side. And back to center. So I hope you enjoyed those stretches. If you have a few more minutes now, I would suggest that you stay in this position just to really enjoy a few more breaths and really feel the body relaxing. And I'll see you back here soon. Bye.